Classic. Okay, so can anyone hear me? Have we got Ryujin on the screen? Darren, I'm so sorry if I didn't click on go live on YouTube. This is something I overlooked when I was doing my live stream, which was that when you schedule a stream, you can't just click on start streaming on OBS because you have scheduled it. You have to click on go live. So I've been playing a game with myself, not literally, I've been playing Ryujin for about 20 minutes now. And no one's been watching it because it's been a private experience. Anyway, welcome back. We're actually live now. So yeah, apologies for that. Okay, so we got Ryujin on, and just to remind everybody, this is King of Air. It's a fairly well-known package of shooting games. So this is Taito, this one. It sounds a bit loud, doesn't it? Let's just go for not that back a bit. So yeah, this is a Taito shooter. And believe it or not, the size of those grey ships is the size that your ship extends to when you've got when you take a special pill. Come in packs of 8, available from your local pharmacy, and he's done one already. And when you're this big, nothing, he's gone down again. It's clearly the weaker of the varieties on offer there. Now those of you who weren't joining my completely private stream because I hadn't started streaming will have noted that I spent a good 10 minutes playing this with my auto fire enabled, which tended to, there we go, meant that I can do that, provide those sound effects. So you've got 4 ships on this game and 3 different types of power up. Red, green and blue. And then big. So one of the benefits of having just played this for 20 odd minutes is that I've actually learned how to play it. Okay, I know that this guy does a judder with his hand. There we go. That's Legend of Hero Joe maneuver. The sucker punch. And we also know that those laser beams do not fire at right angles when they get to the bottom of the screen. So apologies to Mark H and Sega Socks for basically keeping you waiting, and anyone else that happens to have joined. Bit of a cock up that. The odd schedule a live time, click on your OBS, start streaming, and then forget to click on go live on YouTube, so you didn't actually go live at all. Just talk to yourself for 20 minutes. So hopefully with a bit of gameplay under my belt I might be able to get to level 2. Maybe even 3. Oh, charge move didn't catch me that time because you don't have any eyes. Oh, yes you do. You were just hiding. Never say never. Nothing is true. Nothing is real. And everything is real. Stage clear. Stage clear, no streaming. Quickly. Oh god, can't read the chat on the side. Let's put it on the side, but he can't read it. Good evening, Dean Campbell. Dean Campbell, who I now know owns an Egret 2. And I know that the Egret 2 is a Taito cabinet, so it is entirely possible that they may have had this very game, Ryujin, running on a Taito Egret 2 cabinet. It's the first thing I've learnt this week. Okay, so I'm going to select a different ship. So we're just going to go big. Feels good. quite sure where they got that idea from. Whether it was the Go Big department, or a McDonald's themed idea that just meant go big, just do it. You know, why not? Just you have to get the old graphic artist in for an extra afternoon to draw an extra large sprite. Oh, really? Do you have to? Yeah, go on, it'd be great, you know. Ships are going to be like 4 times as big. Just use the ones that you did on the loading screen, you know, the character select screen. Just use their mark, you know. Just like colouring up a bit, you know. Alright then. Do I have to animate them? Well, on this game, you know, it doesn't really animate, does it, when you turn a corner? So no, you don't even have to animate them. Alright then. Okay, so I'm actually talking about someone else. So Dean's got an Astro and a Blast. Fucking awesome. Yeah, I haven't got any good memory. It really... Anyway, no memory. Right, sorry Dean. Perhaps Darren can remind us he's got an E2 or Egret 2 cabinet, because only look at these comments for a few seconds and then... Because none of these games got a pause mode, so I'm thinking of excuses now. There's no pause mode, so you know, no time to actually see a lot, no time to remember a lot. The memory bank's full. The cache's full. Alright. So you got a Blast and an Astro. Perfect. It's one of those, a tape cabinet. I imagine it probably is if you're into your shooters. One Yoko, one Tate, or are you a 2 Tate man? 2 Tates. That's what I thought. Please could I post my geometry settings? Thanks in advance. Bulliano. Hello Bulliano. I think I have posted them on the MX7000 video. I'm pretty sure they're in the description there, because there's nothing special about them, but I can check the video description and pick them. If they're not there, I think they are there. Or was that a joke? Typing in the column. Type in the left-hand column, please. Yeah. If it was a joke, then I did get it in the end. But if it wasn't a joke, yeah, I'll try and do it. Both cabs Tate, that's fucking awesome. Amazing. Is one is standing and one is seated, so I know the Astro is a seated cab, the Blast is a seated cab as well, isn't it? So I don't think they're in the standing cabs. Have you got like coin mech and all that sort of stuff? And the modified? Sean's giving one of his cabs away on the next stream. Wow. What are we going to have to do to earn one though? He's going to have a 50-minute flange cam. It's going to be... You're going to have to sit the whole 50 minutes. You'll give away secret codes throughout the stream that will reveal the location within 1 centimetre of a rolled up piece of paper that will include a special coupon redeemed with 1 arcade cabinet fully loaded. And if I know anything about Sean, that cabinet just won't be an ordinary cabinet. It will have like an Xbox 360 in it. It'll have the remnants of four old PlayStation joystick converters, probably half a dozen Tomitronic 3D units, a couple of old projects probably, and it looked great. It'd be brand spanking new, never used. NOS. I know Sean likes his NOS. You can't beat a bit of NOS, can you? I bought a couple of things though at NOS. I bought a, what did I buy? PC Engine joystick, NOS. It's great, that was. And a Virtua Boy. You have to watch the Axelay. Indeed. Well, that was the first cryptic clue was in the Axelay title sequence. So he didn't. You'd better start working out now, actually, because as soon as that stream goes live, there'll be thousands of people hunting through old videos to capture all the references, which will spell out the name, the Ordnance Survey location. I think I'm going to change the game in a minute. I've played this level way too many times. Final stage involves a biscuit, yeah, I know. All the old games, the old school. Okay, have a little bit of a break. So what we got here then? Dean modded the stick and buttons. Is that Sanwa or Simitsu? I think they seem to be the most popular. You better tell me anyway, Dean. I'm not too up on the old camps. Nice. Dean, did you pick up Mushihime Sama? I'm trying to fit names to experiences here. And if that wasn't you, I do apologise. Someone on the stream last night picked up Mushihime Sama. I think it might have been you. Nice. Espra Day on the Astro. Yes, funny old weapon system, this. That is lovely. Simitsu. Nice. A question mark. This is the first sign. The clues have started. Get to power up in 5 bombs. Floating orb, same second. Second clue. Didn't work out. Look at that. I like that rebirth effect. Great. What's that? Dallas the Smoker. Got Dallas Buyers Club in the house. I've actually got scan lines on and no one's... no, I haven't actually. No, I haven't. It just looks like it from this one. I have to say, I've got scan lines on and no one's complained. Yeah, scan lines only look good if you're watching it big. Scan lines on a mobile phone, not good, not a good look. Just looks like your phone's on its way out, so we don't want that. We don't want car phone warehouse being inundated with calls. Free upgrade after scan line malfunction. Nostradamus, famous medieval prophet. Some people thought he was mad. Nostradamus did, I think, according to the news recently, predict that the year 2021 would see a zombie apocalypse. Now you have to interpret these medieval monks with a pinch of salt. You have to think, what did he really mean by that? When he said plague of zombies, well, we all know what it could be, don't we? turned into zombies in one way or another, but we're all here. We're all still breathing, most of us. Heaven forbid. Anyway, you don't want to make jokes of the old thing. We're here to escape. Daniel Shmorek, good evening. This is Nostradamus. I don't know who it's made by. When I die, I can probably tell you. Because when I die, I will suddenly know everything. All these facts that I didn't know when I was growing up. And then I won't care. But yeah, Nostradamus. They made a Battle Switch, Thunder Song, and yeah. They were bought out by someone else. I don't know any of that stuff. I just know that this is a fantastic game. Quite a cult game, this one, I think. Mainly because of its obscurity. There was a copy selling on eBay recently for a hideous amount of money. The old island monster with eyes, eh? We've all seen one of these before. As we have seen a couple of times tonight already. Nothing wrong with a bit of plagiarising. Give me a floating island any day of the week. I'll always be grateful to see a floating island. But the floating Sainsbury's would be good enough at the moment. Not quite as obscure as the roundabout end of level nasty on one of those games. Who knows what it is? Thunder Force 4 probably or something. I can't remember anything. Anyway, the roundabout thing. No! I went into something weird then. Okay, what platform? Okay, so what we're going to do, we're going to not... So we're going to see who made this. This is... Oh no, that's loud. That's loud. This is on the arcade, but I'm playing it on the King of Fighters Pandora's Box platform. Much loved by arcade enthusiasts. It does have the, oh god, no, get your name in. So we just want to see who this is by now. Is it going to say who it's by? Probably not. Anyway, you can always Google it, but it's an arcade game. So what we're actually going to do, we're going to play something else, because this is a sort of King of Air themed stream tonight. So, thank you, Dean. Big improvement over the iPhone, yeah. So we got a few NMK games on here. We've got Thunder Dragon, if I pronounce it correctly. Goangi Super X. Super X is nice. Thunder Dragon 2. Played that earlier. Strikers 3. Strikers 95. K3. What that is. Aero Fighters. Turbo Force. Oh my god, look at that. Let's play a bit Turbo Force. Why not? Let's hope that Turbo Force is good. I must have played it a couple of times. Yeah, my stream crashed earlier as well, so if that happens again, I do apologise in advance to work out what that is. Very dark background on this, and no sound. So we're going to try and get a bit of volume back. It's clearly had a few emulation problems. It's a bit flickery, this one, but it's the Pandora's Box edition. Still really quiet. I'm getting a little bit more experienced about knowing what volume level to put it up. I haven't got my voice coming through my ears, but I can talk at a level that's relatively comfortable when it's at the ideal volume for listeners. And then if I have to start shouting, I know that it's probably too loud for everyone at home as well. Clearly driving some kind of modified 80s style car here, which is an interesting take on the genre. I remember LED Storm on the Spectrum. It's obviously an arcade game back in the day for a few platforms. That was another car shooter, but it's not one that I play very often. There's the levels. Nice bit of styling there on the bosses. Bosses are they? It's just robots. Fire level 9. Wonder when arcade manufacturers started putting auto fire in their actual cabs or on games, because in the old days you're lucky if you could get one bullet out at a time. And then it became fashionable to change up the firing dynamics so you could alternate. There's a lot of flashing going on there and not much shooting really. So yeah, Turbo Force. Anyone else going on tonight? Anyone taking the 9 o'clock slot? Anyone else taking the 9 o'clock slot? Will I try and check what's going on in the chat because I can't see it. Looks like Raiden with a flying cart. The protocol for crash stream, that's a good one. Do you have any suggestions, Darren? Because I thought I could just restart it. But of course, once OBS has crashed, it stops sending the signal to YouTube, and then basically YouTube says, all right, then you've finished. And it does wrap things up. Whereas if it's just a buffering thing, obviously YouTube says, my bad, you can carry on streaming as soon as I've sorted myself out. We seem to have had rather a lot of fairly badly drawn enemies on this particular level, don't we? So does anyone want to make a suggestion from the games that they've just seen? Those are not the only games on here, but I seem to have filtered them. It's quite clunky, isn't it, this one? There's a bit of question mark. Let's have lots of unexplained power-ups. Got a bit of anti-aliasing on as well, this version. This is a really bad, very bad emulation, this one. Not sure I should even be playing it on this stream. And there's no enemies. It's really crap, isn't it? Horizontal, yeah, Marty McFly, that's the one. I think I won't be continuing after that. I think I'll be looking for the escape key. I managed to find that anyway. Okay, right, let's play something else. I do not recommend Dodonpachi on this. I think that's okay. SS Mission. That looks okay, doesn't it? Flying Tiger. Well, seeing as Daniel Schmurek has said flying car, I think we'll play flying tiger. Oh. That is the most hideous sound. That boot up. Okay, just check that we're still going. Yeah, we're going. Cool. Do Young, nice. It's clapping again. Do Young. I can't remember what other games they made, but I know that they've made a good few shooters. Okay. Oh, definitely a Tatsujinu feel to it, isn't it? It's coming on from the left and the right. Brilliant. Those little shadows as well, that's pure Truxton, that is. Great. Look at that, coming out of the car park. Famous gaming dynamic, that. Circular bullets. Nice. Quite satisfying feel to it so far, this one. The old quivering aliens. Much beloved in Tokyo. There's a lot of seas floating around. Alright, wood is banged around here. No, there's a bee. So you're going on later, Darren, or just checking in for the night? Scouring the depths of Amazon Prime later to find something to watch. In fact, I've got a few films on the watch list. I plan to be watching a film later, unless you're going on streaming. I'll watch something on Amazon. So yeah, this game's, I don't know, a bit repetitive. It seems to be a bit easy as well. It's like a tried and tested formula. It's also rather easy. Isn't it? Very easy. I think we'll just check out of this. We'll check out without dying. Don't want to check out in bad form. New combination is everything on this game. There we go. Checked out. Has anyone made a game suggestion yet? It's going on a hoof at the moment. There's no real script for this one. It's Monday night and it's just a little, no, you're not going to bother tonight, no. Numbering the power-ups. Okay, any suggestions? I can't vouch for some of these games. Air Attack. 3D background. Ridiculous power-up. Dog-Yoon, Pure Toe Plan. Hot Dog Storm, I think we played that earlier, didn't we? Gunnail played that. Dio. Dio's okay. Ryujin's good. Just played it though. Esprade. So I seem to have filtered out quite a few games here. Batsugan, Final Star Force, Raiden, Explosive Breaker. Should we play a bit of that? Dog-Yoon? Go on then. Oh, I don't know what that was. That wasn't me. That was pressed for me. That wasn't me. Now let's try a bit of Dog-Yoon then, seeing as we got the request up. Maybe play that after. So a bit of Dog-Yoon. I did own this game for a while. King of Air. He's gone low tonight with this. These are like sub emulation. It's a tidy game, this. Okay, I bet that's about right, isn't it? With my inner ear sense. It's not too shabby, this actually. It's playing quite nicely as well. Nice and sharp on the old graphic front. Unlike some of like that last one looks absolutely shoddy on here. That Turbo Force, bloody hell. Play that again. Only good games with the word turbo in them. Street Fighter Turbo, Outrun Turbo, Turbo Outrun. No. It's a good word though, isn't it? Got fucking turbo on that. Got turbo on that Golf. Yeah, mate. It's a strange weapon, isn't it? Because it wipes everything out. And it is the red weapon. And normally red weapons are the best because they're usually Vulcan. And I don't know why Vulcans are usually red, probably because the bullets stand out. Simple as that. And this is a ubiquitous weapon on this game. It is the only game where the bullets are just completely... I could say Super Lester's got kind of curvy lasers, yeah. Unique. Gorgeous background, look at that. This is looking much better than it ever looked on my Bang & Olufsen when I had it on the arcade. The thing with this game is it's got ridiculously hard bosses. And it's fast. I'm not sure if this game is set to easy or something. I don't think it is. They do have dip switches, all of the games on King of Air. You go into the back end of it and every single game you can customise. It's quite cool like that. But no, I wouldn't have set this too easy. Damn it! That's just typical, isn't it? Every time I've ever made a comment that kind of sounds a little bit like he's showing off, like I've never set a game too easy, I always die at that point. It's a law of physics. Okay, here's our first boss. Pay close attention to this one because you do go back. So I've got sticky eyes today. Right. sends out an enormous bolt, should be okay. No, I don't want to say those words. I don't want to say that I'll be okay. Then I'll die, won't I? Have I got a bomb or something I can... This is the best weapon. Although it is blue, which is my least favourite colour for a weapon generally. Oh no, it's not. I don't have a least favourite colour. Actually, lasers tend to be blue. Bullets tend to be red. Standard of conversation. Darren, you've got to come on this show and like do some... You've got to be the conversation man. I mean, it's good when you're streaming because you're playing the games as well. But yeah, if you could lend us a hand with the conversation topics. Much appreciated. Have someone to vibe off. And anyone else for that matter. Anyone's welcome. Everyone's welcome. Just come on and chat. We'll get you on a Skype window. Like, you can do the chatting. And then you'd just be talking to yourself. You wouldn't want to do that. Might have to try and talk as well. But yeah. I'm not particularly good at the old chatting. It's not my strength in life. Never mind. That's why I'm a gamer. He's got the red one again. Particularly flashing type of weapon this. So what do you think of it then, Dean? The old doggying. I'm not sure how far back I've gone. I have one more crack at the boss and then we'll just switch it to another game. That was nice. That was nice. Presumably that's a blue. Presumably that's some kind of power boost. No, why did I do that? Oh dear. Okay, we're going to switch it up now. I don't want to have to go back again. Blue. That wasn't intentional. Alright, yeah. Yeah, I'll stop talking about emulation. You have to play the rough to experience the smooth. Absolutely. Good evening, Stu. Is that even an animated vomiting gif I see there? No, it's not, but it's definitely vomiting. It's definitely emulation tonight, I'm afraid, Stu. We've got the choice, the King of Air. I'm sure you've heard of this one. The King of Air does a great job of emulating. It's probably the best vertical shooters ever made. Emulating them with less panache than I have when I'm on the Baileys. It's a brutal thing, the emulation on this. So I'm going to have a go at Batsugan, because that came up last time. And we're going to go Brummy. Because it's Batsugan. It's a Gary type of genre, isn't it? So I've got to give it a blast. Batsugan, why did I get rid of this game for the Sega Saturn? What a stupid move that was. Fantastic launch sequence. So you have to bear with me during my first few streams, and I really don't mind if, it's good for me to have streams where I'm not worrying about what to say. So there's 4 viewers or no viewers or 5 viewers or 7 viewers. It shouldn't really matter. The most important thing is that I get past the self-consciousness of talking. So it's practice. It's the only thing that matters in this game. Doing it. So what I'll do, I'll exhaust the conversation topic of levels. I've almost exhausted that already because I've almost got the hang of audio levels. The chat window isn't causing me much grief now because I know where it is. The stream hasn't crashed yet. I'm going to talk about that. We're not talking about graphical quality because that went out in 2008. So we're not talking about the game because you can all see it. Because you wouldn't be watching it if you were just listening to it. So that leaves conversation topics of differences between the arcade and arrange modes on the Sega Saturn version. I always like mixing up the colour palette. This feels like it's running a lot slower than the Saturn version as well. Gorgeous. I got quite excited when I bought this on the Saturn because it'd been touted as the original bullet hell game. I don't think that's strictly true because Dodonpachi has been touted as the originator of the genre. So have other early cave games. Find a chat, and I'm gonna die. Yeah, excitement of today was going for a lovely walk in the woods, damp woods. Came across a henge, an ancient monument. Fantastic. Henge in the woods, not flange, a henge. And I thought this is really nice. I get into the atmosphere, but I ended up sitting down on a log and like going on eBay looking for steering wheels for the PlayStation 4. And I was like, should I get a Thrustmaster T80 or should I go full fucking G29 Logitech? I ummed and ahed, you know, watched a few items come and go. You know, bloody expensive those Logitech were. I thought, no, I just want one I can put on my lap. You know, I want flaps that I can get round my lap. But bloody none of them have flaps anymore because they've all got like force feedback. You know what's wrong with force feedback? If you put a steering wheel on your lap that's got force feedback, you turn the wheel like that and the fucking wheel goes around with you. It doesn't grip to your leg at all because it's like a solid object. So the whole bloody thing comes out. It's got so much force in it. Let's mix it up a bit. Thank you, Darren. I just caught that confidence boosting statement there. There's nothing wrong with a conversation on this channel. Special version is definitely easier, do you reckon? You get the one. I can't play and read at the same time, but I'm liking what you're saying, Seaspring. Hello, Seaspring Horton. Nice to meet you, mate. I like what you're saying, Dean. And if Darren or someone else was on audio, we could actually wrap over that subject a bit. We could talk a bit more about it. Yeah, I know, that's the thing, wheel mounting. So I was looking at, I started looking then at mounting sticks, wheel stands and all that. You know, you've got your classic kind of cage type of thing. And they're great if you've got a big game room, but you've seen the size up here, there's no bloody space, you know. So there's no way I can get one of those gaffs. So I was just looking at having the very basic kind of metal pole. The basic metal pole that you put a steering wheel on. So I could probably do that, you know, fold it away after you use it and all that. So I was starting to get excited. I was like, yeah, okay, I can use one of these poles on a steering wheel and I could go Logitech, you know, go the full fucking, I'm sounding like Sean, isn't it? Go in the full Monty, getting a proper wheel with force feedback. And this is brilliant, this weapon. Absolutely awesome. So then I found, you know, a G29 and it was like, you know, really good price, considering, you know, these things are bloody expensive, these Logitech wheels. I was like, yeah, shall I go for it now? Shall I go for it? Getting really excited. I was like, hang on a minute. I had a Logitech steering wheel for the PlayStation 3. It did have force feedback. It was a Logitech. It came in a green box. Got no idea what it was. But I had a force feedback wheel and I had bloody Gran Turismo flipping 5 or something for the PlayStation 3. Where is that wheel now? And I was thinking, what the hell did I do with it? I had it on the video and stuff. Oh, damn it. Talking to myself again. Anyway. And I was like, I don't know if I still got this wheel. I think I probably haven't because I moved house and I don't remember packing it up. So I probably sold it. But that just part of me was in doubt. So I passed on it in the end. And that part of me will forever prevent me. So what I did then, I started looking up. You'll be really regretting that comment you made about the conversation because you just encouraged me to wax lyrical about a steering wheel over Batsugan, the greatest shoot 'em up of 1993. Who's CNT? Flaps on the lap, Stu. Stu, you're still here, mate. It's fantastic. You got staying power. Putting up. You can have the next one's on you, Stu, for that staying power. What do you want to watch? Watch a bit of explosive breaker. So yeah, desk mounted. I mean, when did steering wheels cost 300 quid? Back when I was buying steering wheels, there's a rubber band on them, and they were, you know what I mean, like Mad Catz 2. That's what I had. I've got one in storage. It's broken, like the shaft broke straight off. So absolutely nothing that could be done to save that wheel. It's completely snapped. So I'll be looking to. I'd love to get that wheel going again. If anyone is like, look at that, it's like Mars Matrix, isn't it? Fantastic. This game's a bit low. I can hear that because it sounds like I'm shouting. I'm excited about this game. I'm getting a feel for this one. So yeah, if anyone can shout me a solution to reinstating a completely effed up Mad Catz 2 wheel so I can use my Dreamcast again, I will be over the moon, because that wheel was lap mountable. But the metal, was it metal or plastic? You know, who knows? It probably had a plastic shaft. Oh dear. What is that? Blue Peter. This is nice. Oh, I like this. This still seems a bit quiet, doesn't it? Because I'm shouting again. Right. I thought I said I was getting a bit more slick with my presenting a minute ago, because I wasn't talking about audio levels, and then I did. So this is what you've got to learn when you're streaming. You've got your streaming bit, which is the bit that everyone's watching, and then there's the front of house stuff, which is you've just got to do it quietly. Unless someone points something out to you, do not talk about it. Do not talk about it. That wasn't sensible, was it? I'm going to try and give up on the old vapes for Spring Equinox, which I believe is on around March the 21st. I'm going to build myself up to it. I've already gone down to 3% from 6%. I'm going to try and ease off it, because it doesn't do me any good, the nicotine. Not good. Wow. This is nice, this game. So yeah, I used to play quite a few games on the Dreamcast actually that involved the wheel. There was obviously Le Mans 24 Hour, Ferrari 355 Challenge, not to mention all of those kind of arcadey type of, arcadey games on there. So it'd be wonderful to get that wheel running again. Quick check of the chat. Although I've got the chat window up, unfortunately my laptop screen isn't big enough I can read the text, so I'm doing it for the benefit of just filling the screen up, really. It's something for you to look at. So, comments on chat screen welcome. Is it a useful addition or not? And if I'm not finding it useful, is it worth having on the screen? Did I have this conversation last night? Yes, I did. It's giving me a very itchy ear, this pair of headphones. Again, you didn't need to know that. I could have just thought that to myself. I could have just thought I've got an itchy ear. Instead, I drew your attention to it, because I haven't demarcated the brain-mouth barrier. It's still operating as well. I think I'll have another go. This is great, this one. Whoa. What type of weapon is that? Close range weapon. Definitely don't want this weapon. I'll try and get rid of it. If I can blow it up, I could make it better. Great. If I could blow the text size up, that's what I want. I want to make the text bigger so that it doesn't need to really doesn't need to display more than about 5 or 6 comments, because I can keep up to date with it then without pausing it. I can read, like, I've got back to now, show me your explosive breaker. Stu Roro, I'm almost there. Great John Draney, why is Airwolf in space? Exactly, yeah, totally. Weird game, Dean Campbell, very cool, Dean Campbell. Sega Songs, gave him nicotine and now he's smoking crack. It's AAA title. So back at King of Air now, catching up with the credits. Down to the last sip of my cup of tea. Super X is a good one. Yeah, that's true actually, Stu. It does play the chat at the same time. What I need to also find, again, if I ever do another stream of this, is to mute when I'm booting the game up, so none of you have to. Okay, let's go. I suppose I don't have enough credits later. So the chat box has now disappeared on my laptop. You didn't need to know that either. Okay. Bear with me while you experience brain to mouth diarrhea. Maybe I should just encourage the diarrhea. Let it go. Some lazy letters there, Darren, as we previously noted in an earlier game. But now I have superpower. I think we're allowed at least one powerful letter in each game. Yeah, but too many letters. I mean, you need CLs and all of that floating around the screen. Boring, innit? Just give us a colour and a shape. Easy. It's international then, isn't it? Green. I know I'm on green at the moment. Not on that kind of green. Nice. So, it's another green. Let's wait till it goes red this time. It's still the same bloody weapon because it's superpower. I shouldn't complain. Oh no, I've got a laser. It's gone all laserish. I bemoaned the superpower and I was taught a lesson. Don't moan, mate. That's the lesson I need. That's the weapon. I'm not going to collect anything else now because I like this weapon a lot. It's got to be the red one though, hasn't it? That's got to be red. I mean, if it... Oh, that's timing. Let's just try and catch one when it's on the red. Okay, I'm back on the reds now. There's too many of those boxes flying around, don't you agree? That's just taking a mickey, that is. They're a nuisance. That's a jigsaw of incontinence. The thing is, it's still not over when I pick the other one up. Anyway, I'm on superpower, so it doesn't really matter. Is there a bomb? Yes, there is. It's not doing much, is it? Oh, yet more. Yet more. Let's try another one. Stuck on blue there. Quick, let's jump. Quick. Oh, Nida, nice to see you. Been a long time. Microtransactions, what's that? Oh dear, classic. Stu Roro, at least it's not like loot boxes. Imagine insert coin where you may not get another go. Explosive Breaker. That well-known coin-operated arcade game that they put on King of Fighters. I mean, King of Air. The annoying thing with this not that I'm moaning, with the King of Air, is I worked out how to filter the games very early on, and I got rid of all the games on here which I just didn't fancy playing because there are 51 games on it. And now, of course, oh, hang on a minute. Oh, here we go. No. I'm trying to work out which is the unfiltered list here. There's only 27 on there. What did I just select? Jigsaw. What is this? It's half the time on this because I haven't got the buttons. I'm moaning again. I know I'm moaning again. But when you're using a non... Oh, it's a Psycho game. It's Strikers 45. 3. I like the fact there's a 3 there. If there hadn't been that 3 there, I would have hesitated. Because I played 1 and 2 a lot. Got rid of them again on the Saturn. But number 3, I've never owned. Fantastic lag on those credits. Amazing. Oh, I love this one. Got to be the stealth, hasn't it? Let's get quiet. So earlier we were playing Strikers 1999. And Strikers 1999 was a most awesome game. And Strikers 45-3 isn't quite on the same level in terms of kind of processing power, whatever you want to call it, but who cares about that? It's more of your Strikers Psycho kind of vibe. I think the other one was a I don't know the difference. I know the other one was Capcom, but this is... Oh dear. Oh, we have some audio issues there. That's not the buffering, that's actually King of Fighters producing that nonsense noise. So no, you got your full-on Psycho feel, so we have a craft appearing that's going to transform in front of your face. We can go fast on this game, and we can die when we're saying we're going to go fast. So yeah, well, as I was saying a second ago, I found it very easy to filter the games out, but now I can't get them back. Of course, what happens when you think that you've got like 30 great games on there that you can't see because you haven't looked at them for a while? And yeah, I've gone onto the website and yeah, I have looked at all 51 games, and I probably thought, I'm glad I didn't. I'm glad I'd actually filtered those ones out. But when you're streaming, of course, you think, oh, I want all 51 because someone might really want to see kind of, I don't know, what's the kind of game that I would have filtered out? Probably Strikers 1945-1 or something like that. That's the kind of game I would have filtered out, and I would have only filtered it out because I would never have wanted to play it because I've already played it on the Saturn to death. But I kept things like Batsugan because I played all of them actually when I got it. And I thought, considering I sold my Saturn version, this isn't too bad, you know. I'm gonna give something else a go now. I'm gonna check in with the chat. Check in with the chat. Oh, I've got it on top chat as well. Stagger. What I really want to do is work out how to get the old. You know what I can do? I just realised what I can do. I can put on virtually any arcade game I own because I've got the jammer set up. I have promised this before, and the fiddling around has been a moment of great incontinence. But seeing as I've got the Supergun out, it's plugged in, I've got the Saturn, it's stuck to the desk, believe it or not, the Saturn joystick is in a perfect position for Tate's game, so we can actually take requests for arcade hardware now. We can turn the King of Fighters off. King of Fighters, King of Air, unless anyone really wants one of these games. Very happy to play one of these, you know, Super X, something like that. Thunder something or other. I'm playing these on the Pandora's Box 4 King of Air version. I paid about £60 for it. I'm not having that anymore. Get rid of it. Get rid of it.
Lady, go!
So, because I didn't have a webcam, at least I haven't. Because I haven't received my webcam yet, I did bring a light upstairs. So I know it's in black and white. That's because I've got this OCD thing about colours not clashing. So that is the King of Air model Pandora's Box. It's ugly green. And you can't see that. And that is it. So we're now going to put some jammer on. Keep King of Air on. Classic cart that's ace for streaming. Well, I like to bugger my streams up, as you well know. But I have got some here that can be played easily. And I don't think you'll be disappointed with this. Because this is Dodonpachi. What is that? This is Dodonpachi Daojao black label on the IGM PGS. So, no, I think we're going to definitely go with this. Bit of black label. Oh, blimey. Something went pop. And that's literally all there is to it. He says, that's literally all there is to it. You just got to turn the monitor on again. Restart the OSC. Restart it. There you go. We're back. I need the German expressionism. I have a great love for analysing paintings that have been over-analysed a million times before. I do love doing that. I'll do a special one for you, Onida. You're indulging me in one of my favourite pastimes. Why is that man's ear a slightly lighter shade of yellow? Well, it's because he is listening for a sign from the mirror that he's standing in. I had someone else doing it with me on that chat. That was why it was funny. Anyway, here it is. Okay. The audio isn't particularly loud on this one. It's probably because I've turned it down on the board. That's why. Yeah. These jammer boards have got volume switches, these ones. So BGM. That's probably about right, isn't it? That's probably right. Nice. Right, okay. I think we're ready to go now. Just make sure. Put the chat over the top of the screen so I can actually see it. There we go. Awesome. There's a bit of original arcade. Oh, this feels so much better. It's a bit loud, that. Down a bit. Oh, this is what it's all about. It's so much better. I've got to centre that window a bit. There we go. Oh yeah. The Black Label version of Daojao available on the PlayStation 2. Well worth buying a Japanese PlayStation 2 for, a modded one. Possibly the best cave conversion on the system, along with Galuda. Runs natively at 240p. None of your horrendous anti-aliasing that you get on Mishima Sama or Ibarra. Even though they're both worth picking up, obviously. You better play them on an emulator. This is great. So this is played on PGM, which is a perfect copy of the ROMs. Basically just a hardware dump. And this was built by Tim, PGM, the PGM guy, GC8 Tech, who was actually on this stream the other night. This was built by Tim, and it's actually featured on one of his videos. He was actually creating this card. Tim makes PGM cards out of fluffy boards, which are sort of, what's it called? Something market, aftermarket, something like that. Pecuniary, no, that's the wrong word. It's a very specialist job. So anyway, this is one of the games you can get for the PGM system. Yeah, between this stream and another one, I will work out how to get all the other games back, so it's basically a full-on multi-part kind of cheap version of a Mister, a cheap pie. But I'm playing this now without any lag at all, so, and it's running bloody smooth on here anyway. Watermelon got juiced. Hello, Kalide. Nice to see you, my friend. How you doing? What's all this about watermelon? Someone been carving out their watermelons on this channel. That's like one of those jokes you get on very bad taste 90s comedies, isn't it? Good life. Never mind, you won't go there. Right. It's a bit more fluid, this game. You know, King of Air experience. It's just taking the punishment, isn't it? Hyper. A feature that was premiered on Batsugan and has lasted every subsequent Dodonpachi release. Obviously building on the kind of laser idea, which at the time was another great innovation, being able to hold for laser. I'm not sure it was the first ever game that worked that one out, I'm sure it wasn't, but it was a damn good idea, so they built on it. So they use a hyper, yeah. The funny thing with a hyper, which is nice as far as gameplay goes, is it doesn't just it doesn't cancel the bullets out. I know that you do get bullet cancelling shots on things like Katana, Shin, but even that takes a hell of a long time to learn as well. So, and of course you've got your auto bomb as well on the more recent cave ones. So if you're looking for a quick fix to clear the screen, you know where the button 2 is. But if you're just looking for power, you activate your I just love the way you can, like, that was a bad time to activate the hyper as well. Hyper in like a pro there, just a bit of dead air. Drain that meter. For some reason, it's feeling really difficult to press. Really hard. Has anyone not got this game? If you've not got this game, check it out on the PlayStation 2. The second level has got fantastic music on this game. The era of the slow bullet. I think I've got live chat on. So the last thing I can see is Kalide Gamer saying hi all, and the time on my watch is currently 21 hours 24 minutes. Saw that wasp over there somewhere. He's greedy. He's gone in for the wasp. Fantastic level this. Absolutely gorgeous. Sega, this is the basic Sega, you know, fighting stick or whatever they called it, the grey one. And it's playing really well on this. It's feeling rock solid. Got a bit more wobble than the old Astro panel I usually play. It's still good. Yeah, this game is so nice because of the pacing. I don't know why I selected that. Just the bullets are so fluid. Not like those speeding up bullets on the gun nail. I'm just going to lose it completely now. What time is it anyway? What time did I say it was? It's more important. 9:30. I was supposed to finish this at 9 o'clock. Shit. 15 viewers. Hello, 15 viewers. 15 viewers. 15 viewers in, he decides to leave the stream. He's got his viewers in, and now he's buggering off. It's ridiculous. Okay, as a compromise, what I'm going to do is put another PGM card in. I'll put Ketsui in. Bear with me. So the beauty with the... So that is that. This is my PGM box. Still hear me? This is my PGM box. It's actually an espresso box, and the boxes are getting piled up as they do. And in this box are 3 PGM games. There's Escaluda and there's Ketsui. Okay, so we're going to finish the stream with a bit of Ketsui. And the great thing about the PGM system is that you can just literally plug and play, close to, as close as you'll ever get on an arcade setup to plug and play. All it requires me to do is to turn my monitor on and off, and then that seems to reset the signal. And the next time I do it, I won't say that I'm doing it because it will look more professional. Okay, I need a bit of audio. And I've got a bit of audio. Excellent. Loving the torch. Thank you, Darren. Okay, we're on Ketsui. It's our favourite cave game for a lot of people. We're going to end the show on this. I was supposed to be downstairs watching a film with 9. So it's a bit louder, this one, isn't it? Yeah, I was supposed to be downstairs at 9 watching a film, so I feel a bit bad about that, actually. But anyway, we're going to carry on. We're just going to finish this game. I have one game. It's going to be a quick game. Beautiful game. Ketsui on the PGM system. Could do with a little bit more one-handed game. Right. There we go. I don't mind shouting over this game because it's Ketsui and it's worth shouting about. Ketsui came out for the PlayStation 3, I believe, and the PlayStation 4. That's bloody loud, that is. I believe it came out for the PlayStation 4 as well, and probably the Switch. Came out for a heap of systems. There's even a version of it on the DS. A lot of people love this game because of the gameplay. Funnily enough. It's got amazing gameplay. You can weave on this game like no other game because of the speed and pattern of the bullets. The weaving experience is probably the best weaving you'll ever feel like doing. know, I'm not an expert weaver, but even a novice weaver can have fun on this one. As you don't get inundated with fast-moving, homing bullets. You look at that. You know, this is not an hard game. You've got a tiny hitbox. None of these bullets are difficult to avoid, really. It's just pure joy. Pure joy. Absolutely banging this game. Absolutely banging. Smart bombs don't make too much of a song and dance, but they do damage. You get that lock-on effect as well. Fantastic. Fantastic game. Akib Rawat, good evening, sir. Nice to see you again. Now, Akib, I remember you requesting Mega Drive on one of my streams recently. Well, welcome back. I've got a capture card now, and I will be very happy to do some Mega Drive streaming. In fact, if all goes to plan, we might have a mega blowout on Saturday. Let's see if we can organise something with Mega Man himself, Darren Sega Socks on the MC. We'll be entertaining the crowds with his banter, whilst I will be mauling my way through a selection of assorted Mega Drive shooting games, both horizontal and vertical, seamlessly transitioning between Tate and Yoko scenes on OBS. I will not be talking about fucking image quality, sound levels, or chat, because all of these things will be taken care of effortlessly. No, that's a complete lie. The stream will go terribly wrong. Give the show a call and let Mystic Meg predict your future. I think practice is the only thing worth talking about, both regarding playing and streaming. The more you stream, the more slick the thing is. That is where you can start not talking about the sound quality that I keep getting back to. Now I'm talking about not talking about it. I think that just shows a lack of imagination. Like, he's not talking about the sound quality, he's talking about not talking about it. So, you want that filter effect on OBS called bullshit. We have all like flipping inner voice off. Turn the inner voice off and just tune in to the great outdoors. Great tank boss this. Feeling I need to go outside to get away from that. Good lock-ons there. Ah! Almost. Great pants. Here's another one. Here it comes again. There we go. That's the way to... No. Okay, so that's the way to do it. You go around the side, don't you? I've got to leave it there, I'm afraid. I've got to leave it there. Anyway, it's been great seeing you. I'll say good night to one and all. It's been great seeing you all. Night one and all. See you soon. Thanks for watching, guys. No, it's been a pleasure. Been a pleasure. Shout outs Stu Roro, MKY Cole, Onida, K-Log Gamer, Aki Roat, Sega Socks, who is a spanner, Dean Campbell, who is playing Mushihima Sama on his Blast City cab, or is that an Astro? And I think that's our lot for the commenters. Anyway, good night, one all. It's been fantastic seeing you. Akib, you eagerly await the Mega Drive stream. Fantastic. Biohazard Battle, I love that one. That will be my homework. And Thunder Force. Yeah, I'll make sure I play Thunder Force 4. Who would not want to play that? Who starts streaming next? Stu Roro. Sounds like you're setting the challenge, my friend. Kostrau, sorry you missed it. Stu Roro, see you. Daniel Schmurak, how could I forget you? Good night. Sega Socks, are you jumping on Stu?